Welcome back to Vicious Camaraderie. It's so good to see you all. We're excited to be back.
Yeah.
Everyone's asking for another Bullet Battle Royale over here, and I said no. Because I'm a mean DM. So, so excited to see you all out there. I saw Tab Grace there in the chat. Lloyd's grandmommy, hello to all y'all. Yeah, I am excited to get running here.
Me too.
So I got, I guess I got one announcement. I'm gonna go straight into here, which is that I have begun to. Write out a little bit about the campaign, and my plan is in the coming weeks, part of our Patreon is going to be to share some pre-written little like one-shots, taking some of the dungeons that the party here has been through already and writing that out for you to run with your friends. Little quick adventures. So we'll see those coming within the next month.
More Patreon goodies.
Yeah, more goodies for the Patreon members. As always, there's also every map that you see on here is also going to be available there on Patreon for the, I think it was the Mind Flayer. Magnificent Mind Flayers. As well as like a little bit of early access to some of our YouTube videos and so on. So, by the way, if you're watching us on Instagram or YouTube, thank you so much for watching. We love you all. We only have the chat for Twitch right here in our studio space. So if you wanted to chat with us, pop on over to Twitch. We would love to chat.
Vicious Camaraderie. It's not hard to spell at all.
I know, yeah. It's so easy.
Vicious.
Hey. Now we got Polly Pup in the house.
Josiah made sure to make our stream name very easy to spell, along with every city and name and place we visit.
Sorry,
I
will
like
take responsibility.
I like difficulty.
For
Okay.
It was a collective.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
I love collective blame.
All right. I think with that, I don't have a cozy beverage.
You want me to get you one?
Yeah.
Since you're kind of trapped?
Well, I can. What do you want? We don't have. Neither of us have a cozy. What happened to your cozy beverage that you just had? I was about to. We can't cheers, guys. I don't have a cheers thing.
Oh
to
my
cheers.
God, that's definitely a cozy.
Nicole just.
Nicole
Nicole
is
snagged
going
a
for it.
whole
Holy shit!
Nicole snagged a
Nicole is
bottle
going
of
for it.
liquor. I barely
a
know
bottle
her.
of whiskey. It's gonna
Oh man,
do something.
it's gonna be a real
little
cozy one
shot.
today, guys.
Just a little.
All right.
It's way more than a little
Grab
bit.
your shot of whiskey.
nearest thing.
It's scotch.
I'm sorry.
How dare you.
Grab your double of scotch.
Oh, smell her from here.
And cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers!
I'm
Cheers!
scared for
Cheers!
Mm.
Cheers!
Oh, that's delicious. Oh,
Go easy.
last time we were here. I'm just gonna down that real quick, and
Last time we were
the
here.
session's gonna get real wonky real fast.
You
No.
wanna try?
Nice and slow. Slow and steady.
The butchers found themselves needing to trust that the Bugsby that they found in the prison cell was in fact the Bugsby that they'd been traveling with since the beginning, and not some other changeling or something else that they might have been afraid that it was.
We still don't know the answer to that.
No, we don't. They traveled back through the workshop, this time fighting the undead guarding the space before making a mad dash into the sewers, losing the pursuing guards in the process, that is. Yeah. As they came
You guys being
to
silly
the
Williams
end of the
or
line,
what?
and only about a mile from Malin Brunhall, the abandoned lumber mill, they found the exit overrun with guards. Would you mind grabbing the headset over there?
Oh, absolutely.
Did you just get mortared by it?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Man, this is a silly one, guys.
Too loud. Sorry.
There we go.
Bamboozled.
They managed to hide in an offshoot of the sewer line and use a scroll ascending to send the guards off in the opposite direction, which led the ones that were blocking their exit away. However, as the guards passed them, one of them stopped and stared right at them, smiling. And as he stopped, they all recognized him as Bayron, the mayor of Breach Harbor, come back from the dead.
You did winking.
My friend.
Did you give me back my D20s
Only
last
sticking
week?
around for one moment, he seemingly decided to not call out the other guards or attack as he left with the rest. So the party and all of Lord James's men and Locateer and Elby all managed to get back to Malin Brennanall safely, where they got a well-deserved rest. And the next morning, they were approached by Lord James asking if they'd help with some training exercises
Yas.
where they got to do their battle royale they've been asking for quite a while. Which
Training exercise, Josiah.
yeah,
Right.
training exercise.
Who won?
Nox, the Magnificent over here, won that. With his superior fighting techniques.
Who got second place?
And after that grueling fight,
Wireless.
in which Nox came out the victor, they all took a rest, just as a group of orcs became visible on the horizon.
Dun, dun, dun.
As the party all begin to fade out into their sleep here, their slumber, Nox being the last one actually awake, as everyone else was in their knocked out positions.
They're knocked out.
Knocked out. They were all knocked out. Nox, you saw on the horizon this group of orcs checking out the camp. And as you begin to fall asleep from that spell, you see one of them look over, hand raised, kind of wave, and you realize that you know this one as Gluum, Luminaria's brother. Next thing you all know, you find yourself waking up in your tents. As you pop open and kind of look out just past the tent line, you see just over here to your left, Locateer sitting at this little fire pit. It's still pretty early in the morning, maybe 9, 10 a.m. He looks over at you all. Hey, how'd that go? You all feel good?
Fantastic.
I run to Luminaria.
I'm gonna go hang out with Look.
Are we not all in the same tent?
You guys have a couple of tents, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, depending on
So
how your sleeping
we're
arrangements.
not in the same tent.
Not necessarily. It's up to you all.
What are the sleeping arrangements? Let's go into
What
it
are
in
the
detail.
sleeping? Where? How did you guys sleep last
There
night?
are 4 tents.
I had a hard time sleeping alone, but
I'm on the far right tent is where I am.
Great.
I'm also in the far right tent then. Double up.
I'm in
Okay.
the tent closest
So
to
I'm-
Locktier. So there's just an empty tent,
I guess.
unless you wanted to room with me.
Oh no.
I want to say for the
Actually-
record. Oh, sorry.
What?
No, please.
For the record?
Nope.
No.
I'll say the record in a minute.
Okay. I will reside in your tent.
What? Really?
Yes.
Wait, even when you had the option to do your own tent?
Yes.
That's so sweet.
Really? Okay, because I was gonna say for the record that
gotta
I
keep my
tried
eye
to
on
see
you.
if I could sleep in all of your tents, but if you,
You're just jumping between
We-
tents.
we-
You're like at the door trying to unzip.
I
You're
just
like,
want to
we
talk
tied
the
it. We
night
tied
away.
it.
I love a
Guys.
We
sleepover.
tied it shut.
Oh yeah, no. What happened? There's a
It was-
lock and everything. Like
yeah.
I came over and I was
I put my sword at the entrance so you kind of just can't move
Yeah.
it.
And I'm going, hello, you guys. Hello. Do you want to hawk shoe? Wee, 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 wee.
So wait, we did our scroll for a minute and now we're back in tents.
Yeah,
Copy.
you're kind of carried over.
Luminaria,
Yes.
I saw your brother on the
Like
hill.
earlier.
Like a minute ago.
A minute ago, bro. I've been knocked out for like at least 5.
Exactly, you have. But before I went to sleep, I saw your brother on the hill.
You sure it was
Dude.
him? Not a different orc?
Am I sure it was him?
Roll me a perception.
19.
Positive.
It was him. I'm just telling you, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna go look now.
Yeah,
because
let's go.
I go looking for Gluum.
As you kind of stand up and you start wandering around the campsite, see Locateer kind of stands up. Lord James said not to go inside, as he has a meeting.
With who?
The orcs that showed up.
I'm an orc.
All right. Well, we're gonna go inside now.
They're my people.
Yeah, you
Sure
are.
they are,
in
but
charge of them.
Lord James is kind of the leader of this camp, so
Oh, I know. I just mean like I'm a diplomat. Like I'm on here on behalf of the orcs from my mother.
Okay. Well, you do you.
You don't want to come?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Do you also wait? What? Who you're a cleric, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Who's your patron?
Goba, God of the Forge.
Oh, duh.
Don't look at me.
Well, Addie's friend.
Yeah.
Guys. Gluum.
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
Well, do we want to just barge in? Last time we barged into a room of orcs.
Barge right in.
I tell you, I mean, I could do a little sneaky.
That never works.
No, that's not true at all.
Well,
it works all the time.
It didn't work when I tried it.
It worked when I was churn milk peg. Look, Tyr, do you know about churn milk peg?
No.
Don't ask.
I appreciate you, but no, I'm good.
I do want to touch base with Locktier. Oh, actually, I do want to touch base with Locktier real quick.
he's
Is that
here.
all right?
Talk to him.
Last time we saw you before yesterday, there was a bit of tension, you know, when you were a little bit possessed, trying to kill us.
Oh, yeah.
Solidly do murdering. Are you all right?
He doesn't remember. We talked about it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you lose time. You don't remember it, but, like, are you okay with what happened? Are you adjusting?
I feel like I might be paying for that for the rest of my life.
I mean,
But I'll be doing what I can, yeah. That's all we can do, you know?
I'm very confused about your accent changing.
I'm trying to find it, and it's not happening.
I feel like he was like a...
Because he's...
Because
Joyce-
the other ones
he's
were
New York.
Italian.
He's
I thought they were Jersey.
Yeah, a little bit
Oh,
Jersey,
Jersey.
yeah.
I thought the two brothers.
The other
Yeah.
other
The other ones
dwarves
were
were
just
very
kinda
like
chill.
East Coast Italians.
Yeah.
I don't remember what Locktier's deal was, but
Well, it's gonna keep happening the way it's happening. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna figure it out.
Find it together.
yes. Well, I'm really sorry to hear that. I've seen it happen to other people who are my friends. If you ever need to talk to somebody, I mean, I don't know how helpful it'll be, but it did happen to our friend Knox. If not briefly. Sorry to share your
Yeah,
dirty
I guess
underwear
we're
with
just there
everyone.
now, I guess.
But
Thank you.
Sorry to hear that, Knox.
Oh, it's all
You
right.
weren't always
Blue?
this
No.
color, right?
No, I was red.
It's a good change, isn't it?
The Feywild sucks.
Can I not?
Walks over. He kind of like
Please don't.
apologies.
Nope, it's fine.
Can I not dispel that?
I don't know. It's wild magic thing. Lloyd, thank you. Thanks for letting us know. It's our neighbors.
Did you want that? Go
Yeah, I
back to
mean,
the other color.
if you can do it, I will gladly let you touch me. Platonically.
Platonic.
Just kidding.
He puts his hands on your shoulders and casts Greater Restoration. And you turn back. It's like the color fades or drips out of your scales
Drips.
as you turn back.
I'm
To
not
the
like
red.
Marlis anymore.
I know that's sad, but do you feel...
No, in a good way. We can have our own. We're kind of like yin and yang. We were both like yin
You're right.
at the same time.
You're right.
But
It's
now
better
we,
this
we're
way.
yin and yang.
Yes.
You know, it
better.
wasn't like a diss. I apologize
It
if
better
it
not
came
have
out.
been,
Of
but
course
no,
not.
okay.
I like being blue, but red's more my color.
I agree.
Thank you, Locateer.
That's really generous. Also, the last time we saw you, there was a lot going on at the railway camp, and I don't know about you, but I've learned a whole lot about life and the world and what things happen out here and not tucked away inside some kind of a palace situation. So, is everything okay at the railway camp? I know that it's a little bit tense, but
I don't know what happened there, but
I heard Glenn Tilly died. That's such a tragedy.
a lot of people died, I think.
A lot of people
Yeah, didn't we
died.
hear there was a massacre? We read the little.
Yeah, there
I heard that
a
it
lot of
was.
people died.
A lot of people died. I don't remember that. Sorry.
Do
There were.
James told us that. It was called the Massacre of the Room.
Oh, was that when I was gone? Maybe.
No, you were here. They because they were saying the backdoor butchers did it, and you were like, oh well.
From what I understand, there was portals open. Different creatures from the Fae came through.
What happened to all those creatures?
Yeah, do you know what happened to the dragon?
Oh yeah.
We saw.
I
it
don't
go
know for
north.
sure, but I heard from people from what was it? Tilworth Knoll, that city or town that's nearby.
Yes.
Said that some guy in a black cloak kind of appeared out of nowhere and stopped most of it.
Oh.
Went killing and was able to banish the dragon and.
Well, you know that guy.
You know that guy?
We do.
The historian.
I can only assume.
Sounds like the historian. I mean,
Yeah.
he was able to make me not talk for 8 hours.
That was a feat in of itself.
He must
That's
have been,
amazing.
Can you imagine?
he must have been
it was a good time.
I can-
high-class wizard or something.
Yeah.
I wonder if... had to have been the wish spell, right?
I don't
The
know.
only way that could
Oh, for
happen.
me?
Yeah.
That's rude. That's rude.
You were different back
This is
then.
my wish.
Was I?
A little bit.
Can you tell me the ways in which I've changed and which I'm different? Because I think I used to talk a lot more back then, but now you're saying I talk less. And
I feel
so
like
if
might
you
need
could
a
just tell me
drink.
the difference about it.
Anyone need a drink?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I need to first check on my little brother. He's my brother. I didn't tell you that. That
The
do
one,
the face. Do the face. That looks like my brother. Yeah, he looks like that.
Oh, I just let it slip that I did an actual changeling shift in front of Locked here. Oh, oops, yeah, I can do that, but don't worry, you don't need to worry about me. Am I okay?
As annoying as he is, that's true.
Bugsby has a ring that lets him change himself.
Yeah, I'm not some dirty.
Kind of like
Give me
me.
deception.
Watch.
Yeah,
I-
deception real
I'm
quick.
not some dirty changeling.
4. Can I do the same with my disguise self cloak and be like, it's the same as me, and I do the same thing. and
Sure,
like-
I'll give you advantage. Go ahead. And roll
Okay.
it.
Still a 4. I rolled a 2 that time.
Okay.
Yes,
Anyways,
I'm a really bad
perhaps
liar.
we should be on our way. Thank you, Locktier.
I smile like really wide in a way that where it's like that creepy thing that you see in movies where like the smile becomes like a little bit too wide.
Okay, Locktier.
Turn-
Luxby, if you ever
Turbo
feel
Peg.
like you have an extreme need to talk, maybe take a drink instead.
Oh,
Works for me.
Are you telling me that I can get the same out of drinking alcohol
No.
as I do constantly talking?
No.
Should I try it, Marcus?
Yeah.
That's how you become what I think the kids call an alcoholic.
Actually, adults call it that too.
Oh, do they?
I've only ever heard of a chocoholic. I've never heard of an alcoholic.
You should stick with the chocolate.
I don't know. You could always try anything.
All right. Well, let's see. Next tavern.
Enabling.
So you're all heading into the room where...
Yeah.
Never float your boat.
Yeah. Do we want me? No, I'm fancy on my own.
Yeah, you can be Bugsby.
I'm fancy.
Yeah.
We don't need to be fancy. It's the orcs.
No, like not fancy, like really fancy, like I can get in anywhere. You know?
We don't
miss
wanna,
that
like-
feeling,
Yes, but
don't
also
you?
you're not really cool with Lord James, given
Yeah.
your
Changing status. Yeah.
you're not even that. Just your relationship with his sons that he doesn't,
Oh,
really.
blah blah. I'm so over Logan. Are you serious? Logan, who?
So if Logan walked up to you right now and said,
Oh my God, it's Logan!
I'm Logan. Right. I'm Logan. Flirt with me.
Yeah, no. I'd be like, take a hike, pal.
He said, you want to hike where together?
Go on, get out,
Can
get
I
out.
transform into Logan with my cloak?
Yes.
Yes, instantly.
I kind of walk behind the tent and go. I change. Oh, Bugsby. Good that it's been so long.
And I'm just like, all the color goes from my face, like I
Like paper?
Not like paper, more like the blood has got like it goes all to my face. I turn red, and I'm just like, and I get
I instantly change back. See, you're red as me.
Your accent needs work.
He's the same color as
Yeah,
you now.
exactly, he's the same color.
Nice one, pal.
All right.
To the inside.
So yeah, I was gonna say we should keep going.
Yes,
But
yes.
let's all be professional for a moment. Let's pretend that we know what we're doing. Let's be the backdoor butchers.
Do you know what
Okay.
we're doing?
Can we go in? Is there a back door to
Yeah,
this
we need to
place?
go in. I think
I
that's part of
mean,
the rules. We always have to go
They
in through the
are
back door.
essentially in this room here, so you could come in through these like sleeping
actual-
quarters, or you can come in through the front door. So yeah,
No, back door.
you could also, I believe, I didn't put it here, but that's a door if you wanted
no,
to
we get
kind
very
of jump
hung
onto
up
the
on
balcony.
back
God,
doors.
I just open the door.
Yeah, I just follow the menorah.
I'm gonna go into the river and swim up onto the
Oh.
dock and then come in through
Oh
that.
my God.
As you pop in without,
Watching him's exhausting.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
you see standing around this, what obviously is a wood cutting table with some sort of saw that seems to be hooked up to some apparatuses that appear that they're using the river as kind of a power source to
Makes sense.
run some
Yeah.
saws.
Run some sauce.
Sauce.
Oh, sauce.
It's all turned off now. All
that
the
sauce.
wood is kind of stacked to the side, and you see Gluum along with two other orcs from your tribe, people that you kind of vaguely recognize, but definitely recognize as your people, standing facing you. With their backs to you, you see James, and standing on either side of this door on the inside are the two Davids,
Love them.
who you're kind of like
My
kinda
boys.
push past. As you walk in the door, immediately you see James turn around with just frustration in his eyes. But Gluum just stares at you with the... Nari?
Yeah?
Nari? And he runs over and he puts you in a big bear hug as
Love
he
that.
grabs you.
Aww.
Nari, I thought you were dead. I didn't realize that you survived.
What survived? What? The Fae? We all left together.
Oh, the massacre.
Oh, yeah. No, we've been fine. Are you not fine? What have you been up to? Actually, come to think of it, we haven't seen you since the Feywild.
I've been doing quite a lot.
Good. Like what?
And he kind of turns back. Lord James, you have the letter. Anything else that we need to discuss right now? James turning back to him. Looking over at the three of you. Sorry, four now. No. As he then turns and he walks off in the other direction, leaving you alone with Gluum and the orcs. As the two Davids kind of follow behind him, standing in the room with you up against this door over here.
The Davids.
The Davids,
did
yeah.
James go through the
James left. Yeah, went through into the other room over here.
door? Can I try to hear if he went out the back door as well?
Sure. So you kind of like
Just
pop
try-
around.
Yeah, I just want to try to listen for it. I can maybe stick my head out the front door, see if he left.
Doesn't seem like he did. No.
What is in that next room?
Next room is kind of a
Sleeping quarters.
sleeping quarters. It was a storeroom that has been kind of redone as sleeping quarters at this point.
So he looked at all four of us and just stormed off?
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess Look-Deer was right in saying we shouldn't come in, but
Should I go talk to him?
no,
Well, no, I'll be like really
No.
professional.
I don't think that's smart.
Are you sure?
I do.
Well, I want to thank him for giving me
Luminaria,
things.
Gloom's here. Let's have talk Gluum.
Baby brother. Ah, it's Nox.
That's a little guy. Hey.
It's the little guy.
Kind of like taps you on the head. It's good to see you.
Hi, friend.
I didn't like that.
You are a little guy.
Yeah, but you pat me.
Other friends.
Did you just hear that?
We traveled together for a bit. It's good to see you all again as well.
Yeah, what are our names?
You don't have to remember.
I want to say Pugly
Uh-huh.
and
Not bad.
Mandrake.
I'll
Pug-
take it.
Pugly and Mandrake.
Little guy?
Not bad aliases,
Sorry.
really.
Not terrible.
No.
No, we should hang on to those.
Guys, I don't like it when he calls me little guy. It makes me
Can
feel
I do a
not good.
Is it-
perception check?
It's different if you call yourself a little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Talk about it later.
Has he called me that before?
Yes.
That's what he normally calls me.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Yeah, he seems. 13.
13.
Seems normal.
He seems normal. He still is wearing the same armor that you saw him in last, with the sickle kind of on his armor piece. He is heavily armed because he does like to carry lots of weapons, just
Of course.
pure foreboding.
Yeah.
And otherwise seems to be pretty much himself.
Where did you travel after the railroad camp?
Cephalonal.
Oh.
How'd you get there
Wait, yeah.
Historian.
so fast? Oh,
Opened up a door. Told me to look out for Hifrids.
Did you find one?
No, I found 3.
What? Where are they?
A lot has happened, Nari.
Okay.
I did it.
Did what?
I did. Everything that we've ever wanted.
Can
I am a Viscount of Penryn, apparently.
How?
Apparently, the Archduke needed some help here. Some extra arms, a little bit of extra help.
Okay.
He moved all of us here. Mother's there as well.
Ah. That's nice.
In Cephalonal?
In Penryn Quarry.
Oh, we've been hearing about this quarry. It sounds beautiful. I love rocks. And
Wait.
actually, DM, do you remember who told me that Gluum was at the quarry?
The orcs that were getting
That
trained as
attacked us.
guards at the
Yeah.
that ended up attacking him.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, I
I
heard.
said for the fair mother.
I heard that there
Oh
were
my
a
god.
When we were in Cephalonal, we actually heard that there were a lovely group of orcs that were living in Penryn, but I had no idea it was you. I've heard nothing but lovely things. Do you think we could come visit?
I would love that.
I want to
fact-
meet your mom.
There was a task that everyone asked us to do. I'm sure we could definitely use the help.
what was said task?
Well, I'm not supposed to say to just anyone, but
You can trust us.
We're like really good friends. It's me, Pugly, Mandrake, Nox, Nari.
Nox.
Yep.
Sorry, Nox. Little Nox.
Gluum.
Can you roll me a persuasion check?
Sure can, Bubba. Okay, 14.
Oh, so like 35.
Yeah, hold on. Persuage. Where's my persuage? I'm looking at a new character sheet, so I'm getting a lay of the land. Oh, it's in my Riz. Oh, yeah. It's going to be a 24.
Well, I'm sure you heard about how Penryn Quarry was shut down recently.
Oh, yeah. We heard everything about it.
Not everything.
Are you saying there's more than it just got shut down?
The workers there found something. An entrance to some sort of temple underground. Now, Lord Everin thinks that it's the temple to Bass.
That's your guy.
Oh.
If we can get in there, then I can meet my god.
So you haven't actually seen or talked to Bass? None of you have.
No, I've spoken with his voice of Bass historian.
What did you do to earn that title, Viscount? Like, what did you? How did you?
It's
Get
pretty cool being a Viscount.
right,
you know?
especially of such a such an interesting place.
I'll tell you all about it at Penryn. How about that?
Nothing like hearing the story and being able not just to try to make an image in your mind, but being able to actually be in the place where it happened.
Hey, Gluum. Do the Hifrids happen to reside at the quarry? Or were they given to others? Just out of curiosity.
Well, remember when we were in the Fae
Yeah.
and the
there were-
tree?
yeah, you had your little rose guy.
I've been seeing little root segments of the tree popping up all over.
Yeah.
Same. We have
They're all
two.
in so you saw them as well.
Yes.
I
Bunch of 'em.
found, and he like kind of opens up a cloak and pulls out of a holster the candlestick.
Oh my god. That used to be mine. Or yours, actually.
Mine, yeah.
Yeah.
Tillies say that it used to be theirs.
Oh, who now?
The Tillies, the family.
Oh,
And
right.
that-
yeah.
that's
Yep.
'cause it was
Glenn
before it was mine.
Tilly.
Yes.
Oh, rest in peace to that
I'll put that back.
person.
Did you...
Oh, so, what, are they trying to get it back from you, or?
There's things that they want, and there's things that the nation needs.
Ah. It's nice when you know what's best, right?
I don't know what's best.
Did you happen to find the dust sprite?
A dust sprite.
Dust... little piece of coal.
Ah.
Where's that one?
He reaches into his pocket.
What are you planning on doing with all of these? Like, why are you holding them, and not the historian?
I
I've
keep an eye
spoken
on
with the
his
historian
pocket.
for a little bit. Sit back.
Why not?
I was hoping you might know.
Have you been speaking to Everin instead?
Instead,
Or as well?
if it's not part of the gods,
No.
everyone's
Absolutely
just
not.
a duke.
Yeah, but
Well, yes, I've been speaking with everyone.
yeah.
But sorry, so I still don't understand. Who told you to look for the Hifrids?
The historian.
Okay, and that's the last thing you said to him and
He
talked to him.
opened a door. He opened it up to Cephalinol. I walked through.
That's incredible news. I've gotta say, Gluum. Like, we've been also looking for them, which is crazy. Just, because, well,
The historian told us to.
yeah, because the historian told us to as well. He was very connected. Do you remember our friend Stellos?
Yeah.
Stellos has gone off on a very special mission with him, and we're kind of on our own mission. And I had no idea what you were doing for him, so it wouldn't be surprising to me if you didn't know what we were up to.
It sounds like we're all on the same mission then.
It does. But here's
So
something
you
that
should help.
we'd love to help. We would love to help.
We could do this together.
Yeah, of course. Probably. I mean, as long as your mission and our mission, I mean, they might be separate missions, but maybe we can talk about it a little bit more. Here's something I want to know. Now, in all of our travels, we've been learning that actually Bass and Buhane are interconnected, and so many followers of Buhane talking to us about Bass as well. What's that about?
I don't know. What do you mean? Interconnected?
Oh, like,
Talking about what?
oh, well, so we met some followers of Buhane up near Breach Harbor Way, and they they showed all these tapestries, and they were talking about Bass and Buhane, two, harvest god, death god, working together or being side by side. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
All the gods work together.
Of course, but
But
they
their
were
symbols were
specifically
intertwined.
and they were specifically pictured together. Do you know about this? Because I never heard about it, and I love history, like I love the historian. Am I right, everybody?
I haven't, no.
Interesting. Maybe it's just that one area. Sometimes things are regional.
Yeah.
Well, when are you going back to the quarry?
That's it's theoretically the only thing I need to do here.
Theoretically.
Remind me again how you became a Viscount? I'm just curious. I'm really proud of you as your older sister that you have done so well for yourself. Like, I want to celebrate you.
Roll a deception or a persuasion, whichever is what you feel like you're doing.
I would
now.
persuade. 22.
22.
I just love
I
a
mean,
good
precisely
story.
what you all are doing as well, I think. Finding Hifrids, destroying the vines, helping the people.
Someone bestowed you the title. Who do we have the honor of thanking?
Everin.
Everin gave you the title. So the Duke is higher than a Viscount,
Yes.
correct? Okay. Well, what are you doing
It
specifically
needs to
for
be
him?
codified by someone from the royal lineage, so. But as I hear, the king has dispatched some people for the meeting in a couple of days.
Good old
Which I
Uncle
believe-
name.
You aren't the butchers, are you?
I don't know why.
Well, and he kind of reaches into his pocket and pulls out a letter. I was told that if I ran into them, that I should hand them this.
From who?
Everin.
But Everin was just...
James. That was James.
Who's Everin then?
Everin is the Duke.
He's the Archduke of this city.
So Lord James is, what's his last name? Is it?
I'm so confused.
I couldn't tell if it was
So-
like a Luminary
No,
choice.
no,
or
I thought
Stephen.
Everin is
James
the Duke.
Everin.
Everin is the Duke that tried to convince Marlis to turn.
Okay.
And James
James
is
the person we've been
Logan's
helping.
dad. So
Yes.
Everin is the
We haven't met Everin then.
castle.
He's actually a
Everin
baron.
is the castle's
Yeah, James is
person whose
technically a
castle
baron,
we just
yes,
broke
which
into
is one
Yes.
step
and
below
released all
Viscount.
the people.
And
Correct. We haven't seen him yet.
And so-
I see.
No, we're not. We don't want to see it.
Everin is, we'll
Might.
call him Duke Everin from now on.
cool,
and
cool.
James
We
is a
might.
baron.
No.
I don't
Baron?
remember what his last name is, though.
Gareth.
Gareth.
Gareth. Cool.
Logan Gareth. James Gareth.
Yes. What letter?
Um,
And how did you know him?
No, who?
Everin. I'm so confused.
If you do good enough work, the man will call you too. Have you found any
Sounds
Hifrids while
like-
you're here?
I
No.
did. And I lost it. I had a connection to my mum, too. It's very sad.
Well, guess what? You get to meet the man in 2 days. Here. Here's that to you. The letter essentially reads the same as the letter that you got 2 days ago from...
When you wanted us to have dinner.
Yep. However, it includes at the bottom a PS that states that though you have fought against him in the last few days, Lord Everin would like to extend a olive branch, understanding that you did it through your understanding of helping out the people of the city, and would like to allow you back in the city as long as you are under armed guard, under his watchful protection.
Everin's protection.
Yes.
did I see Gluum put the coal back in his pocket?
Yes.
What's the third Hifrid you have? Is it to your flower?
I'm imagining it's a flower. Or is it a locket? Does it look like a locket? By any chance?
You're giving away information.
You're giving away information. I'm just talking to my friend. It's me, Pugly.
He pulls out, or he rather lifts his hand, and you see a ring, a fairly plain ring on his finger.
It's not yours. Have I seen it before? All right. Well,
That's pretty beautiful.
Looks like we're going to
Thank
the
you.
coal mine, though. Yes. Or the mine.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to do that before we go to Everins because it's really important to me that as my traveling companion that I get to meet your mum and I get to see my good pal Gluum's new estate.
It's not an estate, but
Well, your lands, right? Because I don't know if you know this, but I'm not just Pugly, friend of Nari and Nox and Mandrake. I'm Prince Pugly. And it's important for me to know to do a royal progress of sorts, meeting all the different people in the lands that my family rules. So I would love to see it.
turns back to the other two orcs who at this point are just kind of staring off into space, turn back to look at all of you. Yeah. You ready to head back? Back to you.
I'd love to talk to James before we go, just to say thank you for all the gifts that he's bestowed on us, giving us the opportunity to help train everybody and the opportunity to fight each other and figure out who's the most tough. I don't know if you heard about that, but it was pretty crazy. I was this close to winning and not being dead second. So,
Now, are you win?
No, they focused me because I was the healer.
That's why it pays to have some. And he like slaps his warhammer at his side. Something a little stronger on you.
I don't need to be smarter. Or I don't need to be stronger. I'm smarter.
That's why Nari has a friend like me.
We defend each other.
would you give us like 15 minutes before you go?
Wouldn't mind trying something against you someday.
We can do a little bout for that little piece of coal.
Depending on what's on the other end of the temple.
What would you like?
He kind of walks out.
I don't let him get out of my sight, though.
You follow him?
I don't, like, distinctly follow him, but now that I know he has my piece of coal, I'm not letting him out of my sight.
You got it.
I'm going to go into this back room and talk to James if you guys want to come with me.
I want to pull you aside because you weren't with us when I got the page from the book, the info from the book.
Oh.
Yes. So before we go, he said that they possibly found a temple for Bass.
Correct.
Of Bass to meet Bass. But we know that Everin is interested in the death of a god.
To bring back another
To
god.
bring back.
They said that the only way in the book, they said the only way to bring back a god is to kill another god, a life for a life.
What god has been dead?
Which one do
Nada?
you think?
Is she dead? But she's been active.
Not fully.
Or out of commission?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why she has to possess people.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Oh, wow. This is all exploding. By the way, did you like my lying? I did great lying, right? Oh, so exciting.
Let's work on your subterfuge a little bit.
Remember, less is
actually.
more.
What
Yeah.
do you mean?
more.
He liked it.
Right, but you basically told him we know about one other Hifrid. We don't trust him. He's my brother, and I can trust him about as far as he can
That's true.
throw him.
That was a mistake. I will own that. But I think all in all, I got him excited. I'm
Less,
really...
less talky,
Ooh.
more thinky.
Okay. I do my thinking while I'm talking.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
I'm sorry this is happening to your family.
I come back in just for a second and take my eye off him for a split second. I hope less y'all. I'm getting that piece of coal before we leave.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're going with him.
No, I'm aware.
Hey, Knox.
I won't leave that mine until I have my
okay.
mom's Hifrid.
Okay.
Hey, Knox.
Yes.
I know that you didn't really want to include me in this part of the conversation.
No, that's fine.
But
if you can help me steal it, that's what I'm
no,
hoping
I won't.
for.
I won't help you get that no matter what, as I think that you would do to help me get mine back.
Yeah.
I would hope.
I mean, I almost got really angry, but I had to be quiet at the moment that I saw.
Oh, I know. I know.
So
I saw that in your eyes.
trying to keep it inside, the rage wants
Let's
to come
just also resort to violence at
out. The last
moment. Let's try to.
That's why
talk.
that's why I wanted to communicate my feelings.
Yes.
Just so
before
y'all
we
know
try.
my feelings.
And no spontaneous swallowing of anything. Just throwing that out there.
I go back to where I can.
I don't just swallow things. It felt really right in the moment.
As you see him just outside with his orcs, just past him, you see a few just workers working, chopping down some trees, doing some milling some lumber, essentially. And you hear one of them give a little gasp, and then a couple of them come running back. Do you want to check what they were seeing?
Yeah, I will.
So you pop forward a little bit. You see in the tree line some sort of almost like a ball of light. Very reminiscent to the will-o'-wisps that you saw before. But this one doesn't seem as concentrated. It's almost like a smoky, wispy light.
Did we ever figure out who was making the will-o'-wisps?
No, but you know that they
come from
have been found in
In the Fae.
the Fae.
And they were grabbing the Hifrids.
This one kind of fades back a little bit into the tree line, and you see it almost start to form into a humanoid-esque arms, legs.
Right, because that happened too.
Gold.
No, almost like a gray-white. As the grayness kind of like concentrates into a couple of black holes, almost resembling eyes at the top. And you start to hear it as it backs up into the forest.
What is that?
Yeah, that's creepy as shit.
What is it?
No? I don't know. Can I roll a history check to see if I've seen a creature like this
Sure.
before?
Or the sounds? Recognize the sounds?
8.
8? No. This is something new to you.
Is it?
Everything's new to me.
With an 8?
So should we keep going?
After it or just to the quarry?
I want to talk to James before we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay outside with Gluum.
Yeah, I'll go meet you outside.
Sorry.
Knock, knock. Are you with me or are you with them?
I'm with you.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Enter.
Grab. It's not dirty. I'm being Picard. Hello. I just wanted to stop in and thank you for the opportunity to do good for you and your people, and also for outfitting me with all the things that were lost when I was imprisoned. That's really kind. And for letting us all fight each other. That was pretty cool, right?
Thank you for saving my men.
Honestly, our pleasure. And we didn't die, so that's good. I know that you and I haven't always gotten along so well since we've known each other very briefly, but you seem to be on the side of good. On the side of what I consider to be good. and you seem really upset. And I don't know if it's at us particularly or if it's at this group that's stopped by here, but I want to know if there's anything that I can do. I just actually I want to figure out like how much I want to figure out how much I trust him. Is that something I can roll for? I don't know. Like,
You can roll for insight to see how truthful he's being, but that's the closest you can
I'll
do.
do it once I talk. I'd like to share something with you, but I'd also like you to share something with me. And I'll give you a secret. Maybe you give me a secret.
Oh, he does to Lois a secret. Remember, I made a deal with him prior that if we helped him, he had to answer a question for us.
That's right. Actually, I seem to remember that you and Luminaria made a pact, and I understand if you want to tell her directly, she's outside keeping eyes on her brother, their leader. You don't seem too happy with their presence, and I think I understand why. Do you want to tell me a little bit more? I might be able to help.
I don't trust them.
Yeah, that's smart, I think. I don't really either. We're
I
about to...
don't trust Everin.
No. Me neither. We're about to go to the quarry. Is there anything that you can tell me about the quarry?
I've never been there myself. I don't believe there's anything I can tell you wouldn't have heard from different people around town.
Do you know anything about these people that I should keep in mind?
These people?
This group of bass worshippers.
Bass worshippers? What do you mean?
DM, does James doesn't. He's not a bass guy, is he?
He is.
He's a paladin
He's
Oh my god.
or cleric of Bass.
He's a paladin.
Paladin.
Which technically so is Gluum.
I know. Well, what I'm saying is, bass holes forever, but this particular group seems to be taking a level of zealotry that I don't see you taking in a way that maybe is not actually in line with bass, but maybe something else. Does that sound right to you?
I don't believe I know what zealousy you're talking of.
I'm going to do a little inside check here. I rolled a 3. And that is now an 8. We love rolling 8s.
He seems to be genuinely unsure of what you're speaking about.
Well, what makes you not trust them? Maybe it doesn't even have anything to do with religion at all. Maybe I'm just, a bit of a heretic that doesn't understand but wants to.
I don't trust him. Because a week ago, I never knew the man. And now he's been promoted above my rank.
Well,
By a man who I know I don't trust.
yeah, that sounds bad. So, I don't know. I mean, we want to go in. We want to see what we can see to help the situation because it seems not right. But I guess what I'm wondering is, do you have anything that can help us while we're gone? And we'll give you as much information as we can when we get back. And do you have any more of that cool potion that brings us back to full health like we had a long rest?
You have to speak with Loktir about that.
Oh, you know I will, girl. You know I will. Is there anything else you want to tell me before we go?
Like
Don't trust them.
Well, fair.
Keep your guard up.
Okay.
Keep in mind, even if they are good people, any one of us can change, apparently.
Again, I'm very sorry that happened to you. And I think that I don't want to intrude, but you might want to talk to Loktir as well. Perhaps the two of you can find some solace in your shared experience.
I will.
All right. Well, good luck. Bass speed to you, and hopefully I'll see you soon. And I won't be dead
I hope you won't be dead as well.
or possessed.
Of course.
Yeah.
Is that all?
Yep. Thank you very much.
He turns and just kind of sits in a chair opposite you, pulls out his note one more time, starts reading it, folds it up again, and just kind of stares off.
What's his note? Do we know what it is? Did you get a weird note from Everin too? I say as we're walking out the door.
I'm deciding whether or not I should attend a meeting.
Oh, us too. When's yours?
2 days?
Oh, us
Us
too.
too.
Maybe we can all decide that together and come up with a plan when we come back from the quarry. Do you want to come to the quarry? You're very powerful.
I can't leave my people.
Understandable. Yeah.
So fast. Understandable.
Look,
Yeah, no, we're gonna talk to Loktir. He's got all kinds of cool shenanigans. All right, well, take care of yourself. Drink some water, get rest, etc.
Outside. Yes.
I want to check on Ilby.
Great.
Yeah. Do you want to stay
I'm
with
staying
Gluum?
with Gluum.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to Ilby.
Yeah.
And find out where she is.
You continue to see now different people from the camp starting to gather around the edge of the forest as they're trying to figure out what that was as they kind of walk around. Whatever was there seems to be gone at this point. Gluum, the entire time, seems to stand back from everybody else, but is also very interested.
I'm standing behind Gluum.
Great. Across the river, there is a small house with a few more beds in it. Right up here. Inside is where you find Ailby resting.
Okay. Is she, like, aware? Or, like, coherent? She's awake?
Oh, yeah. You see her, like, lying in bed, but she has now found herself an axe that she has at her side, and you see she's found, like, a whetstone, and she's starting to sharpen it.
Hell yeah.
All while kind of sitting up in bed.
Hi, friend. Just wanted to check in. Are you doing okay? You need anything right now?
I'll get better.
How long were you in there?
Month? Maybe.
So, how did you survive the rail camp?
I don't know.
You lost time.
Was attacked. I know I was hit by something, and when I woke up, I was in a prison.
With Loktir? Together at the same time? You were together the entire month in the prison.
Yes.
Interesting. Did you ever see Lord Everin in there? Did he come see you?
He would come from time to time.
What would he do?
I don't know. I came in and out quite a lot during that time.
Why?
I don't know.
Something they were doing to you?
I don't know. And you see her kind of grasp her her axe a little tight. But I'm gonna do something about it next time I see them.
Oh, absolutely. But you just gotta focus on getting better first. Get into fighting shape, if you know what I mean.
She turns back to her axe and begins to sharpen again.
I'll leave her be.
Alrighty.
Is there anyone else?
Has Bugsby left the room?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Are you staying behind?
I'm staying behind for a second.
Okay.
And I go up to. No.
Bugsby can't do anything about it because Maria left the table.
I'm shut. No. I'm like, I'll meet you out there. And I just go over and I have a question. If you don't mind.
Go ahead.
What don't you trust about Lord Everin?
The man has high notions. He claims that he wishes to help people. But I have not seen him help anyone but himself. And every time I think that's changing, something worse happens.
How long has this been going on for that you've noticed this pattern?
Possibly forever, I don't know.
He sounded good at the beginning, didn't he?
I truly believed he wanted to help.
Mm-hmm.
But when he asked me to organize the workers, and then his guards attacked that very night, I have lost all trust in that man. And he will no doubt blame guard captains or something.
Yeah.
But every time something happens, it is always him on the other end.
That sounds about right. I've known him for quite some time. Not closely, but enough. And I thought at the beginning, I thought he'd change things for the better. I think we might be on the same page.
We're all fools in the end, aren't we?
Not everyone. Only those who let themselves be.
Go to your quarry. See what you can do.
We'll figure this out.
Yes, we will.
And I'll leave on that note.
Anything else you all want to do before you head to the quarry?
Did you share with us the information about Lord Everin's journal?
Yes, I shared all the journal information.
Um,
And I told you, I think, everything about that from that dream
yes.
conference.
How far is Gluum?
Gloom's standing right outside, so he's probably right kind of near this area.
Barless, may I borrow this book for just a sec? The journal, Lord Everin's journal from you.
Yes.
I want to go talk to Gluum again.
Sure.
Pardon me, brother, little bro. Remind me again, your power. You're a patron of Bass, correct?
Yeah.
Have you met Lord Everin?
We went over this many times, yes.
Right. I can't remember though. You like him or you don't like him?
I like him.
Hmm.
The man gave us everything we've ever been fighting for, sister. He's accepted us as members of this nation.
Mm-hmm.
As esteemed people.
Right. But You also recognize that do you know what his overall goal is with these Hifrids?
I don't even know what the historian wants with them. I don't know.
So then why are you doing it for him?
Because if we don't believe in something, then what are we?
Free agents? Able to make decisions for ourselves?
In chaos?
There's always going to be chaos.
Well, you follow your gods, I will follow mine.
Okay, and what if someone were trying to take out your god?
You can't kill a god.
How do you know?
Can't kill a god.
Sometimes there's fates worse than death.
If anyone would know that, it would be Death himself.
Mm-hmm. But you said you haven't actually seen
Get to the
your
point,
god.
sister.
If I had information that Lord Everin was planning on doing something harmful to your god, as a lady of the faith myself, I would want you to know. And I'll show him the journal entry from Lord Everin of him writing about wanting to use Bass's essence to kill in order to bring back Neda.
You open up the journal to the page, and he looks at it. I can't read this.
Ooh.
Roll an Arcana.
Okay. Oh, nat 20, baby!
As you realize the lettering on it,
Pardon me,
Is-
sorry. That was my first nat 20. That was so fun.
Kyle has a really great little die box there.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was super exciting.
The lettering on it appears to be scribbles and gibberish. It's very indecipherable until you suddenly see it almost moving across the page, lines and curves, switching places until it starts to make sense and is these words in English or common.
Common, yeah.
Gluum, on the other hand, the entire time.
Let me see if there's something I can help with. Shit.
Can the Minari give him arguably the help action to help him read it?
How?
I don't know if you can help really with a Arcana check.
Yeah. Do we have
Yeah, it wouldn't help anyway,
Fair enough.
yeah.
since I rolled it anyway just to see.
Mm-hmm.
Resistance. Do you not trust me? Do you think I would lead you astray?
Nari, I trust that you believe this.
Mm-hmm.
That someone, apparently, who wrote this indecipherable journal wants to kill Bass, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know that this journal says exactly what you think it does? What if what you're seeing is another rearrangement of the letters? How do you know that someone actually wants to kill a god and isn't simply talking of ways to accomplish some great good? And even if it is evil, because I'm assuming that you stole this?
No, we just found it. In a dungeon in the bottom of Lord Everin's castle. With body parts and dead people that have been brought back to life and had been tortured and changed and mutilated, which kind of goes against everything your god even sees. Like, they need life and death in order to have, like, proper, life cycles?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a persuasion at advantage.
16.
Okay. I believe you.
What we saw down there was an abomination. And I don't trust him. I'm not asking you to switch sides or to fight even. I know you have your journey, same as mine. I just need to know that you trust me.
I trust you.
I raise my hand next to you guys because I've been watching Gluum the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And Gluum, as a not holy person at all, Luminari, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think your god would be very happy if you were the one that led the person that tried to kill him to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what we mean? If anything, you're just as much a victim as all of us.
One more persuasion check at advantage.
Glad it's at advantage. 15.
He's not at the quarry.
Bass?
Everin.
Everyone's not at the quarry.
But he did say that if he could get through the defenses in the temple, he would be grateful.
If I can put 2 and 2 together, I think I know why he's trying to... Well, I think I know why the historian is trying to have all of these people find all of these Hifrits. Because if you would have seen what we did underneath the castle, I believe you need all of them to open this secret vault to unlock some... I don't know if y'all felt it, but some sort of ancient, terrible magic.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of scares me, Gluum, knowing that. And I have no doubt in your strength. But you're one man and you have 3. It might be helpful to spread the love.
You should separate.
To people that you trust.
You should separate the Hifrids in case you ever fall. We'll have a contingency plan.
Because if you do, now the enemy has 3. And I'm sure you know how strong they are.
One more persuasion check.
Okay, fuck.
Are we here?
Yeah, I think you guys finished your conversation, so you're probably walking in as they're having this.
Also with advantage or no?
With advantage again, yeah.
Match 20.
He reaches into his pocket.
Like, grab it.
Is it the one that you want, though?
Yeah.
He didn't say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, it was in his pocket.
Yeah.
It was he had it in his front
Yeah.
pocket.
And he saw the look on your face as soon as he pulled that out. He knows that
Yeah.
you have one of that. Ooh, we got Jason. Jason in the house. Shall we?
We should.
Yes.
Take care of them.
Them?
And
Them?
as he then turns and kind of walks off. His 2 orcs follow.
Them?
Slip of the tongue.
Oh, okay.
And with that, I think this is a good place to take our break.
No.
As you travel off to Penryn Quarry.
As we walk, can I try to... Do I need to reattune to it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'll try to... I don't know, how long is the walk?
Sure, I can give you an hour.
Does a song of rest work the same way for giving time to attune? Like, oh, I guess you're just walking.
Yeah, we're just walking,
We're not
it's
fighting,
fine.
doing anything.
And with that, we're gonna pop on over into our break. Everybody, we'll be back at 8:25.
Break.
See you in 10.
Break.
Wow.
We'll be back.
Everybody.
everybody, welcome back. We all did our business and got ourselves some drinks and some more merriment.
I have a Werther's.
And Maria has a Werther's.
You want one?
Yeah, just spit it into his mouth.
Oh my god, can I have one?
Werther's originals are the best. Doesn't matter if they're old people food or candy.
They are 100% not old people food.
Thank you.
They're everybody candy.
Fair
You
enough.
spit them at people?
Into their mouths. If
I
they
would-
open their mouth wide enough.
I always got them at like my grandparents' friend's house.
Oh, yeah.
Love
So that was really.
I mean, you're absolutely right. They do
Those and
tend
those
to
little
come from.
strawberry
Yeah.
candies.
oh, those were so good too.
Yeah.
Oh, those were the best.
Thank you. Oh
Um,
my goodness.
I have too much talking to do.
Sorry.
So do I, but I just won't do any loud sucking.
We gotta have a nice little Werther's break.
They are
do,
not.
sorry.
Shout it out if you like yourself a Werther's. Maybe we'll throw one at the camera for you.
People say they're only for
Sponsor
the
us,
elderly,
Werther's.
Yeah,
but we're
sponsor
proving
us.
everyone wrong today.
Oh my god, can we get sponsored by Werther's?
That'd be great.
Oh,
Oh
love
my
that.
god,
Yeah.
the dream.
That should be the bit for the rest of the campaign. Just we get Werther's banners.
Brought to you by Werther's.
Uh-huh. We get a cease and desist letter from
Right?
Just stop.
Ooh, jump
A
gate.
new map?
Ooh. Are we going to the quarry?
I'm going back to the quarry.
Oh.
Quarry. No, nobody.
Ooh, question: Has
Nobody likes
anyone
that?
been to a quarry before?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same.
Does the Grand
I wonder.
Canyon count?
Same
Oh
quarry.
no, not in Massachusetts. In Santa Cruz, there's a quarry in the Santa Cruz mountains that I used to do bad teenage things
lime
at.
quarry, right? All right,
I
boom.
think
so.
Here we
there's a
go.
quarry in the house.
That I.
Oh, maybe I have been to that quarry.
As
It's
you
in-
pop on into Penryn Quarry. You see that they've set up quite a few tents around the areas. There's a couple of buildings that seem to have been built kind of all around. These are just a couple that are here on the map, but there's more up along the top of the ridge. Different parts of this quarry have been, are at different levels. There's like 4 or 5 levels here, as well as the beginning of a little mine over here on that left-hand side. As Gluum guides you into the quarry, you see a bunch of different orcs kind of looking up at you all in confusion, and then seeing you, Luminaria, and it's Luminaria. Oh yeah. You hear them kind of like talking amongst each other. A little bit of a group starts to follow you as you walk.
You have fans.
Family. Extended family. Friends of family.
No, she's gonna be like Bugsby.
Oh, no.
Everyone knows me. Look at
No one's like books.
What?
Just for context, do I know what my mom is?
What your mom is?
Yeah, I
She's an
can't
orc.
remember what. No, I know that. I mean, like, is she a barbarian? Is she?
She's your mom.
Well, I know that. I just never seen her fight before.
Steven, she's your mom. Also, should I have given everyone sucking candies while we're like on a on
I
mic?
didn't think about that.
I don't know if your mom's really is a fighter
Okay.
so much.
She's a diplomat like
She's a
me.
diplomat like
Yeah,
you.
okay.
But
Cool.
she
Yeah.
can get down for sure if something goes down.
Oh, I'm sure she
Absolutely.
can. Yeah.
I just want to know what I'm looking out for. My mom's gonna attack me. I want to know what I have
Your
to
mommy's not gonna attack you, maybe.
Are we with Gluum?
Oh yeah.
Baby brother.
Mm.
How long ago did you get here again?
About 2-3 weeks now.
And who specifically asked Mom to come here?
I did.
Okay, just checking.
She liked bass too.
She follows. You might know more than me.
I mean, I always thought that we kind of followed the same tutelage of bringing order and a realm of chaos, especially if people tend to look at orcs as aggression. We tend to be the tempered.
She definitely fought against the norms.
Yeah. If I had to guess, I would assume Certes. I feel like we kind of were matching minds and thoughts of that time. But, I mean, she wasn't blessed by Certes or anything like that, at least as far as I know.
She follows the 7.
Yeah.
The full
I think
7.
she understands that everything has its place.
Mm.
And so she thinks that you can't have any one god more than the other because they all need each other.
She never really spoke about it, but she talked about the gods a lot.
Yeah, it's more like, you know how in some cultures you introduce your children to the concept of religion, but you don't push upon any particular type. You just kind of let them find their own way.
I've heard of it, but I mean, not to be blasphemous or anything, but
Let us not be blasphemous.
no, I mean, I just didn't really grow up with much of it. Actually, DM, is that accurate?
Whatever you want to be is accurate.
Okay, well, that's what I thought, but
Great.
then I was like, am I going to...
It's your life, yeah.
Be careful with your Werther's friends and do not choke on them.
Oh no, I just crunched mine off.
Oh, you crunched
Away from the microphone.
Yeah.
Make sure you crunch away from the microphones.
Yeah, I didn't really grow up with much religion. Obviously, I have respect for it, but
Obviously, yeah.
yeah.
Well, if you ever want to talk about Certus,
Yeah, we can totally do that sometime. Just sit down and gab about Certus.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, while y'all
Yeah.
do that, me
That
and
sounds
Martha's
fun.
gonna go fishing again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see the building as you all are kind of entering from this top side over here.
Feeling left out of
I'm feeling like I don't actually want to talk about Certus. No, I didn't say that out loud. Only out of game, out of game, out of game, out of game.
I'll talk
You
about
see this
circus.
door open up over here, and your mother standing probably, 7.5 feet tall, big hulking orc of a woman.
I run over
Pops out.
and I jump up and I hug her.
And she brings down, she picks you up, spins you around. Luminaria!
Hey, oh my
Oh,
goodness.
They're all like that.
I can't believe this!
I know. You've gotten taller.
Oh, you've gotten prettier.
Yes, yes, absolutely. What are you doing here?
I guess we are living as the people of Unodinas.
Okay, but why? Mother, you've fallen over
Out of excitement.
out of excitement.
Luminaria,
Yes.
I always thought that we would find our way in Cefalinol.
Right.
But apparently the Duke of Unodinas has accepted us without question.
That's fair. That's not normal. They don't
Ah,
normally.
but your brother over here has apparently been talking to him for quite some time. You see Gluum looking a little shy in the back. Don't, Gluum. Gluum comes forward. And you see, like, almost like a petulant child as he, like,
Yeah.
steps forward a little bit. Yeah, apparently all you have to do for Lord Everin is show that you're in need.
Your knees?
Yeah. Loves need. No, when you're in need.
Oh,
Sister.
sorry.
Show them your knees like
sorry.
you're kneeling. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, and he helping collect some Hifrids doesn't hurt.
Right. So you are planning on helping get Hifrids as well.
Your mother is. I'm really here for our people. Your brother's the one handling the Hifrids.
I'd like to do a history check on what I know about Lord Everin and if he likes to help people in need.
Sure. Go ahead.
Balls. Balls. That is a 14.
It is well known that he has helped quite a few people, that he was instrumental in the war that, what was that, 30, 40 years ago? The one that you
Other
fought
guy?
in, Marlis. 50
50
years ago. That was the unification of the southern part of Pisket that now has formed the full nation of Imarov. That he was once a what do you call it? A commoner. When he fought in that war, and throughout the war, he rose to the rank of a knight, and then a baron, and finally now he's a duke. But he's always fought for the little guy. But it's kind of like that's just kind of the thing people say about him.
Wishy-washy.
Yeah.
Do I know anything? No,
Any specifics? No.
I already rolled.
Mom, you recognize that there was a massacre at that rail yard that you sent us to, correct?
I knew that you'd be okay.
Right, but doesn't it worry you what happened there?
Yes.
Do you know what happened there? Like, who caused it? I mean, it was a malevolent goddess, Nada. She's been, like, attacking us all over.
I'm so sorry. You've been attacked by a god.
Yes, she's been, like, taking people over and mind controlling them.
Where are my manners? Come inside. She kind of like ushers you in. Tell me about this Nada. And she, you see inside. It's looks like it used to be some sort of like office for the people that ran this quarry.
Yeah.
It has now been kind of turned into a little bit of a house. You see a few knickknacks and things that she used to have in her tents and around your tribe that have been kind of laid out and around. She's also torn up some of the floorboards and put down a little bit of like an open hearth fire pit
Love a
with
hearth.
a spit with a couple of different animals on it. You see like a full pig roasting on it and a couple of like little chicken and pheasant sitting on a grate on top, and she has like a big stew going right next to it that's partially tilting on the rack that has obviously been hand bent into place to try and flatten, but it's not really flat.
I start, like, jumping up and down. Like, guys, Mom, is that your famous stew?
My stew! Everyone have some stew!
Come try the
I
stew.
grab a bowl of stew.
Oh
as
my
fast as
gosh.
possible.
I'm so excited for this stew.
She rips off of a leg of the pig and just kind of like sits in a God, here you go.
hell yeah.
Pulling off another leg
Oh, we're
as she's
feasting.
I get as feral as she does.
Yeah.
So tell me about this god that you
She's
fighting
like
against.
crazy. She's like an old god that's trying to come back. And we have reason to believe Everin is actually trying to, like, kill Bass to bring Nada back.
He'll
No.
never succeed
Why?
because we have what's right on our side.
That's what they all say.
Which is what?
The gods have never failed us yet. They're not going to fail now.
What does that mean?
Besides, one puny god from a forest is never going to stand up to the seven. You should know this. You are a cleric of the gods.
Yes, I do, but I've also seen her work at firsthand.
And you are just a mortal, like me.
Right?
But Certus on high will guide your hand and smite this god. I believe it.
I'm like smiling and eating my stew and like just looking at Marlon, being like,
Sorry to intervene, but this god that you believe the seven, and I do as well, believe we will come out victorious, but she's not one to take lightly, and she's definitely not alone.
You can't drop my spirits. Too much good has happened.
All right.
The gods are here for us. The gods will fight for us. And whether she is not alone, as you say, or she is a puny god from the forest, as I say, believe me, nothing will come from the gloom. Sorry, gloom. Step into the light.
that's really interesting. I'm glad to hear that because frankly, I've been feeling a little bit concerned, and I'll tell you why. And maybe you can help me feel less concerned because you seem to be extremely positive. We here's the thing: is I know that people act on behalf of the gods often, right? It's very easy for people to get caught up in, fervor and think that they're doing the right thing. And really powerful people can also get swept up in this and behave badly for what they think is the right thing, and they can cause a lot of damage. And I really like you a lot. And I'm concerned because I love the idea that Certus will, that nothing can defeat Certus and that Nada is just nothing. But I've seen her do some pretty crazy things and also possess some really powerful people. Yeah, like this guy. Have you seen him?
No, but I do like the little goblin over there.
Yeah.
He eats like a firecracker.
I'm not a goblin.
I'm sorry. What are you?
What was I again?
Little guy.
It's called Kobold.
Oh, yes, I'm a kobold.
Do we know
Yeah.
that though?
Yeah, because
Stellos told us.
Stellos
Yeah.
told us, and you didn't
Yeah.
even know.
I'm a kobold.
What are you planning on doing in this temple that you're all digging and so?
Oh, I wasn't planning on doing much to it. That's all Gluum. Gluum wants to get in there. Apparently, Bass has some hidden treasure.
Wait, what? What treasure?
Can I look at Gluum and see what he is doing?
Yeah.
Oh, he is standing in the corner, arms crossed, just looking down and rolling his eyes every once in a while.
I'm gonna go sit next to Gluum.
Why are you being so quiet over there?
Cause he,
I'm not. Mother's just being loud. Oh, Gluum! She throws a leg over to him, like one of the bones from what she's just eaten, and he bats it out as it comes over.
I like you. You're very different than either of my parents.
That's for sure.
Thank you.
No, yeah, no.
Take
it's-
it that way.
That's definitely a good thing in terms of my father.
Gloom, what are you planning on doing in there? What treasure? Who told you there was treasure?
Everin?
You just believe him?
No, the gods are there. I saw that. You see him pull out a newt.
A newt?
A newt?
Eye of newt? Oh, a note.
A salamander.
No, an eye of newt for sure.
Toe of frog?
One salamander.
You see he pulls out his a little notebook that he has, and he turns. This is what it said. And you see he's drawn an archway going into a temple, and just over the top it says, "Only the just may enter the ear in his tan."
The ear and its tongue?
The ear in his tan.
Do you know what that means?
Only the just.
May
Have we seen that
enter
before?
the ear in his tan.
Would I know?
I believe the ear in his tan was what the that room where you saw the seven gods with
Yeah.
their things.
Yeah.
It said that was what it led to, was the ear in his tan.
Oh my god, so there's not getting into a Bass temple. Wait, how far are we from where we were underground in that temple?
Pretty far.
Maybe a mile.
A mile. A mile is not that far.
No.
And we're mining underground.
Yeah.
We've been there then. That was where we were.
But he can get to that space.
From here.
From the spot that we went in.
Yeah.
From here.
I mean,
Maybe
But why?
light bulb. I'll say it later. Because I don't want to say it in front of
We're really tired, actually. We could use, a camp, a tent to just kind of collect our thoughts. Actually, my friend over there owes me a bit of money, so if we could just get a separate tent where we could perhaps.
I have a gambling problem.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
ask me to
Everyone
bet.
full? Anyone need more food? You barely touched yours.
Do you have a to-go box? I'll take the rest of the pig.
And you see, like, in the corner is some of the floorboard that she's ripped up, and she like gathers up a little bit of bends a little bit and makes a little bit of a boat out of it, and just kind of sloshes some stew in there.
So
That is great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I'll have what he's having.
Yeah. Here. And then she comes walking out. You see a little bit of a crowd is around. She says, "Move! Someone give up a tent!" And then one of them moves aside and here. Tent for you all.
Right before we go, do you have couriers here?
Oh, I should make a
Messengers.
curry. Oh, a messenger. Yeah. Yeah, we can send someone for you. What do you need? Where do you need to send?
Oh, I was just thinking, your family thought you were dead because of the railroad. I haven't checked in with my father.
Probably the better that he thinks you're.
Don't know. I'll get back to you about it.
Just let me know.
Is Gluum still around?
Oh yeah.
Gluum. Could we perhaps borrow one of your men in town? There's a armor smith that we have some armor waiting for Marlis over here. If it's possible that they could go grab it and bring it back, it'd be very appreciative. If it's not too much of an issue.
I don't know if we have the money to pay for an armor.
You have
Sorry.
your Crimson Guard.
But those guys were with the guy, with James.
No, but
and
you just call them. That's your
yes,
thing.
but they were James's men
So?
who were in prison. I don't want to send them back in to go get back into prison. I'd rather send Gluum's people because they're orcs, and the orcs are allowed to be walking around and stuff.
Is there something you can give them to? So this armorer will know that it's not just a bunch of orcs stealing from them.
Do you want to write a paper, getting your sign?
Sending. I have a spell for that.
Oh, you know, and we've met the guy.
Yeah,
so
perfect.
you can
Know
just,
him.
Yeah, we can take care of it.
Okay.
I'll send a message. I'll cast my sending spell
do
to
you know
message to the.
name of the orc going to meet, or that will be doing the delivery, or the pickup, I guess.
Getting my stuff.
Getting the stuff.
Because I spent a
'Cause
lot
we spent a good
on
amount
that.
of coin on that.
I think that you, one of the orcs, yeah, you can go into town and pick up some armor for this blue person. Okay.
Make sure when you get there, you're gonna say the word Petunia. It'll be a code word.
Petunia.
Petunia.
Yeah.
And your name?
Guma.
Goomba?
Guma.
Gooma.
Yeah, just
Okay,
let
I'm gonna let them
the
know
guy
Gooma
know Gooma's
He's
gonna come and
pick
say
up and we're
Petunia.
gonna give the Petunia password.
Yes.
Perfect.
Sound good?
Sounds great.
Okay.
That's what I need.
I think that was all I was gonna say to you, Gluum.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Can
And
I
you guys are
s-
taking a short rest, or
Um,
Yes.
Can I see the candlestick?
it'll take about 45 minutes for them to get there and back, probably.
That's fine. I'm not taking a short rest. I just want to bring you guys in a separate
Can I see your candlestick?
My light bulb.
I'll attend to that feather fall ring.
Yeah. Can I touch it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't
Pick
take
it
it. Give it.
Can I give it back? I mean, you don't trust me.
No.
Yeah, I thought we just went through this. I thought you did trust me.
God, for important things, but stuff like stealing my things.
Oh my god, that was one time. Well, 2 times. I didn't tell you about the second.
What did
Point
What did
taken.
you steal from me?
Point taken. Point taken. Wow. Do I feel anything as I'm touching it?
It definitely gives off like a magical aura, but it's not anything more than that you can tell off touching it.
Wild. I give it back to you.
Um.
No.
I mosey into the tent.
Yeah, come.
All right.
Group huddle. It's been a minute since we huddled.
I too mosey.
I just realized we've been surrounded by people for like
We have.
many days.
We
This is
have.
our
Yes.
first like
Group
huddle.
group huddle. Okay. So
My social battery is drained.
That's
mine
wild.
indeed as well.
Are you sure?
No.
Do y'all remember when we were in the vault in that area?
Yeah.
And
no, you don't. You
No.
weren't there.
Oh, I
Okay.
was in prison.
You too. Y'all remember when we were
But we paint you a picture.
And
a very vivid
we
picture.
we were down there and there was that one
Yeah.
there was that one pathway
that was blocked off.
that
yeah.
was blocked off by
Yes.
rubble.
Caved in. Yes.
Do we think it was
It goes here.
probably goes here?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
I can't believe so many of my family are idiots in believing people without any
Right.
kind of evidence.
well, my question is, do we make Gluum privy to this information, or
Well, I showed him the journal entry showing that
Yeah.
Reverend was planning on
I agree,
taking God energy and putting it into Nada, the fair mother, and he basically shrugged it off like, "Oh, anything you
But-
people say,
Right,
you have,
but-
can't
Why
believe."
does he have to come in this way
That's what I
when
was
he
thinking.
has another way
because
in the?
I'm sure that way wasn't super accessible because it was flooded by Certus.
Feels like a whole lot of effort to go in the to do this in this quarry. Maybe there's something on this side that can't be accessed.
That's
from
Think
that.
it was
probably
'cause-
possible.
because of
Magical.
Certus' statue being there and the puzzle. How did we get? We got in there through the vines, through Nada's vines.
Through Nada's vines, but Nada couldn't get there. Which probably means neither could Evra.
How the hell did we then? What's
Maybe
so
there's some
special
kind of
about us?
ward-
Well,
Wording,
because
I
we're
guess.
'Cause we're
smarter than
great.
all of them, and we were able to
No.
beat the.
Most likely, it's something magical. I would think that is preventing them from being able to access something, whereas we, and also only the just, may enter Inistan.
Well, that's
Oh.
because you need all 7 Hifrids. So when we were in there, just to paint you a picture, Bugsby, we were in there and there were 7 statues of all the gods, and they were all holding their hands out. And obviously we didn't have any Hifrids, but when I put my magic sword on it, it thought about it, but then it decided not to. But if we have all 7 Hifrids, it'll open up. There was like this big stone.
You still have a Hifrid in your sword?
No.
Oh.
It's
My
just
sword's
really,
magical.
really
Remember
magical.
when it kind
Oh,
of
I see.
depressed, but it was like, wait, this isn't a Hifrid, it's some other magic item that's super cool and awesome.
That's right.
Definitely acknowledged.
The statue's like, oh, this is super
But
cool.
it's super cool and awesome. I gave it to the guy at the forge. I thought it would work. It didn't. But so whatever Nada wants and whatever Everin wants, they need all 7, and I'm privy to think that the historian has something to do with it, which makes me worry about Celos.
100%.
But
Like,
but
as soon as we figure out whatever this is, like, we gotta go get Stelos.
yeah, we really do.
Yeah,
But-
it's not in
But-
good
3 or 4
hands.
sessions to go find him.
Look, take
Right.
it, take off, and go find him.
But what I'm saying is, if Gluum knows, he becomes a part of this, right? And yes, he's already a part of it, just not on the side that we want him to be on. But now that he's switched sides, do we want to put Gluum in that danger? Is what I want to.
I
Run
also,
by
What are you suggesting?
We keep Gluum in the dark.
I wouldn't underestimate the power of control that Lord Evren, or Archduke Evren, and Nada and everyone have over Gluum, because clearly he's been caught up in something that has made him feel very important. He's been given a lot and has been treated in a way that's made him feel special and important. And even though he trusts you and loves you, I would be careful to give him your whole trust until you know that he's really out of what he's doing.
Oh, I don't give him my full trust. I don't give anyone really my full trust.
But I guess what I'm saying is we may need to figure out a way to get these Hifrits from your brother. And I don't want to do anything rough or hurtful to him in any way, but
We already got one Hifrid from him.
I know, but we're going to need to get the others because I don't know if he's going to be ready to give them up. They've got a lot of mental control on him, I can tell. And
What
I
makes
th- I
us
think-
any safer to hold on to it than he is? I mean, he was taken over by Nada.
well, that's possession. That's
Right, but-
I mean, that's different, and that's a whole other kit and caboodle. But what I'm saying is like that the way that Lord Everin is treating your brother and has been treating your brother has
Wasn't he also
Changed-
making deals with Marlis?
That was different
Why?
What I
because I never bought in.
yeah. I would say that your brother is very bought in to that to all of what Everin and Nada and Bass are offering him, and it may be hard to get out of that.
well from how Lord James was visibly not happy, right, when we walked in.
Yeah.
Um,
He said not to trust anyone over here.
right, and if he said not to trust anybody, then and he's a follower of Bass, then why would he not?
And he was controlled by Nada.
And he was controlled by Nada. Why would he not trust another vassal?
Right.
I don't think it's necessarily about Bass. I think that. Do you remember the orcs that we fought?
Also controlled by Nada.
Controlled by Nada, but they also, like, they didn't have gold eyes necessarily. Did they have gold eyes? No, they just love her.
Well,
And that's a different kind of thing than being possessed. It's a whole different kind of possession, a whole different type of mental possession. I just wouldn't underestimate it.
have we thought of the possibility that Gluum might be controlled by Nada?
Oh, I'm aware.
I don't even know if it's controlled. I think
We just can't
it's
tell
not
who
we have to
supernatural.
treat-
It's
But I think we have to treat him the same way.
Right, y'all should treat me the same way y'all treat Gluum.
Totally. My point being exactly that. We can't necessarily decide, pick and choose, one might say, who we can and cannot fully trust. We should untrust everyone equally, even each other.
I mean, I trust you
Well,
guys, but
as do
y'all
I.
didn't
I
get
mean,
possessed, so I
what-
understand.
well, no, because for me, it's not about the possession thing. Any of us could be possessed by her at any moment. It seems like
Right.
it's not about that. It's about what he's a part of with this is so mentally powerful, and I don't mean psionics.
So
I mean,
No, I hear what you're saying. Asking him, what are you suggesting?
oh, a solution?
Yes.
I don't have a solution.
Right.
Because we need to decide what to do from here.
I think we need to figure out how to get him to distribute the rest of those Hifrids to us. We need to figure out how to get the one that I had back. So that's 4. If assuming that one of the ones that he has is not mine. Assuming that one of them is the rose and not my locket.
But once we have,
Well, the other one's not the rose; it's the ring.
That's right. It's
He
got
has
rose,
the ring and the
well,
candle.
Right.
He
Ring.
don't have the rose
Thank you.
or
Yeah.
the locket, unless they change form. But I don't think they have that ability.
He could.
And I think they change properties. They don't change like form, right?
Right, like they can
No,
change.
mine
what
mine
they-
turned into a liar.
It didn't turn into a lyre. It still looked like a locket.
It has the abilities of the item.
The lyre.
Oh.
Yes. Like
Well, never
mine
mind.
is a piece of coal, but
It's
it has
still
the
a coal.
abilities of, like it's like a passive per se.
Yeah.
So we know 5 then.
So 2.
The ring, the rose, the locket,
The coal.
the coal, and the candle.
So 2 are unaccounted for.
And are there more than that?
7.
7,
7 total in the whole world.
I believe so.
So as far as we know.
So do we go through this mine with Gluum?
It's not really a point if we already know where it goes.
We don't necessarily know. We just think we know.
Can I make a survival check to try to decipher if where we are at and where this tunnel will lead would be to that same place?
Ooh, does the stone match? What kind of stone was in the cavern?
Roll me that survival check.
Dirty.
30-20. It's definitely going in the right direction. The stone, yeah, this whole area is kind of covered in granite, and this is a granite quarry. So, potentially, yeah, it goes straight there.
Okay. So debatably goes straight there. So the question is, also, I think we should put it to a vote. And I will first by saying I am in favor to not go to the meeting in 2 days.
Oh.
Because I think going to that meeting, getting where everyone wants us to be, and having all of the Hifrids that we have in one place is a terrible idea.
Well, because, yeah, I mean, he could.
But that's my vote. I will go with the majority, but I vote no to go into the...
Counterpoint. We may be able to get more if we go. Because there might be more there, including mine.
Marlis Luminar.
I do feel like with the amount of invitations we keep getting given from various people that we've encountered in this journey, we need to talk to him, and we're being very clearly pulled towards him. So we do need to talk to him. Do I agree with bringing all the Hifrids? No.
I feel like there's probably something a little bit magical we could do. Maybe. With the Hifrids, right? I feel like I've heard of, like, you've got your bag of holding, but not that. Like some kind of planar hole. Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
Hole?
Like a dimension door.
Yeah, like a dimension door, except for like a pocket and space and time. Shove them in, put them somewhere safe.
It's a dimension door.
A dimension door.
Do you know how to cast that?
No, but maybe we could figure out someone who does. Maybe someone like Locktear.
He's a cleric too.
Yeah,
I don't think clerics.
no.
You need a mage.
Yeah, I feel like if we had Stellos, we'd be in a great predicament.
Right.
But unfortunately,
I know.
Right.
Stephen
our
Curry.
magic caster is
Stelos,
Yeah.
where are you?
Also, let
Right.
me just say that
he just
don't make a
dimension
decision
door
Yeah, yeah.
because I keep giving you notes or something.
Well, no, I do want to talk to this guy. We keep finding things from him. Like, we keep talking to people secondhand about his things that he wants, but we need to actually, not just you, like, we all need to talk to him.
Well,
I
maybe one of us has to stay
Maybe-
behind.
Yeah, I think some of us can go. I think I can. I mean, I could go.
There are two of us, actually, that have
It would make sense.
sneaky ways to not look like ourselves
That's true.
and could infiltrate at the same time you're there and also act as backup on your behalves.
Are we gonna like Ocean's 10 this? Are we gonna stage a
Well,
heist?
We can also
We've got Oceans 11, 12, 13, and 10.
we can also think of maybe someone has to stay behind and travel to a faraway place called Texas and might not be here on next Tuesday. So maybe I stay behind and keep a watch on things and keep my Hifrid and I safe and
Well,
sound.
we don't need to necessarily plan around that, but we could.
No, I know absolutely.
But it
yeah,
would
but that's
make
a very
sense.
smart
Yeah,
idea.
Instead of having me be pooping for the next week.
But
Yeah.
also, I like your sword.
Yes, my sword is very handy.
Is
dandy.
really, and
It's
you
very
are as
fun.
well.
Oh yeah, could you imagine the three of us in all-out combat? That's gonna be bad.
How heavy
It
is my
doesn't
sword now,
have
by
to
the way?
end in
Side note.
combat, you know.
It's probably around 30 pounds for
Okay.
anyone else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
It's
no strength, no strength, no
Like,
strength.
Pretty much anyone should
I
be
had
able to
it
lift
once.
it. They just wouldn't be able to wield it in battle.
Right.
There was a time.
The broadsword?
Mm,
It's like a chunky beast.
Have you ever? Do you know who Cloud is?
Cloud?
Cloud.
Final Fantasy?
Final
Cloud.
Fantasy?
Yeah,
No.
Okay, then I'll show you later. It's fine.
giant swords, about yay
Super,
thick.
super.
You're saying it's like ice?
Ice,
Bigger than this.
Ice?
ice.
Ice,
It's
ice.
ridiculous. is
This
what
Great
it is.
Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Oh, bigger.
It honestly might be the size of ice. There's just a 3-foot person wielding it, so it's...
Because ice was a really big sword.
Yeah.
Fair.
All right. What are we doing, guys? I'd say about this time, we can say about 45, 50 minutes passed, and an orc
Comes back with armor.
knocks on the tent, stomps at the outside. I have a set for you.
Oh, great. Great. Thank
And
you.
Gives you
Oh.
your adamantium armor.
Nice.
Thank you.
So you can go ahead and don that if you like.
Oh, excellent.
Did you bring anything for me?
I just had the one armor set.
Don't worry about it. You were only asked to do one thing. You're fine. I'd toss him a gold coin.
Oh,
Good
No.
job,
Thank
Goob.
you.
any chance you
The
won't
lady?
feel like betting with that gold coin?
Don't. You don't.
But I just like to
Lady,
gamble.
and he like runs off.
Attaboy.
Feel sturdier somehow.
That you do. While
What's
I
your AC now? 20.
If only you
20.
had this last time.
damn, must be nice.
Feels good. Feels good.
Me over here with a nice 14. But I go grr.
All right, fellas, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Right. So the other scenario then,
Mhm.
if we know where this quarry goes to. What's our next option then? Like, there's effectively nothing else here that we need.
I mean, there might be something important in there.
So
Could
now we
be
do
more-
want to go down there because
Well,
if we
it's-
go
it's
down
only, it's
there,
a mile long, right? It'd take about
And how much? Still 2 days from the meeting,
Yeah,
or
it's
is
two-
it
we're
you
less
still-
than that
you have
now?
2 full days.
2 full
Well,
days.
It'll be 2 days in the evening, so not tomorrow evening, but the evening after.
Okay.
Right.
But it'd
Okay.
take about half an hour to get to the end of this quarry if it's about a mile long.
right?
Yeah.
Just know if we go down there and we help them get in just to see where the end goes. If it does end up where we think it does, we're leading them directly to where they can use the
Well,
Hifrids.
we can also
That's true.
maybe fuck it
Cave
up
it in.
for them.
We could re-cave it in.
With what?
I don't know.
This
We're
hefty, defty, handy sword I got on my back.
I'm
pretty
I'm
good at
pretty
breaking
Well,
tricksy.
we're gonna need to come back to it anyways, though.
Might be smart for
True.
us to look at it, at least get a glimpse of it, see what's going on. Because also, I mean, what if there's something else down there that we could use that we might need?
But if that's where they want to go and where he's been instructed to go by Everin before we've even had a chance to see Everin and know what his true plan is, we're leading him directly to where he wants to go.
Well, what if they get there first? In the meantime, between now and 2 days from
With
now.
us there, it
no,
would
I
be
agree.
safer.
I'm saying we shouldn't let them go down there at all.
Oh.
Yes, but I also think Everin gave him this place for a reason. If you
Right,
want,
because he wants them to go down there.
Are you saying that we should stage some sort of theatrical event in which one of us pretends to be Bass and just tells everyone to leave and do some kind of smoke and mirrors, big magic tricks and like?
Well, maybe
Fool.
not Bass, because not everyone here cares about Bass.
But are you saying that we need to put on a theatrical production?
No.
Are you sure?
Let me. Yeah, no. Ask again.
But are you
Yeah.
sure?
No.
I kind of see where Busby's coming from.
Yeah.
Like, I'm. This is a very rare occasion, but
You agree with Bugsby?
not necessarily. Can I?
It seems like the means to the end you want the most, which is not
Well,
to have them go down there.
well, if we debatably, or not debatably, I mean, factually, we want your people to be the safest they can, right?
I just don't trust Lord Everin, and if he wants them
Yeah.
to go down there, I don't want them to go down there.
Absolutely. So if we want them to leave,
We'll
right?
scare them into it.
Or
I don't need to necessarily make them leave. I just need them to know that it's dangerous.
I don't know if telling them it's dangerous is going to be enough motivation for them to not want to do something
My point
when
exactly.
when their god. I mean,
Not their god, Gloom's god. They
Gloom's
don't
god.
care
yeah.
who it is. It's specifically Gloom.
well, you were their leader, weren't you? Aren't you still?
Apparently
To
not.
some degree?
What matters most to them?
Being accepted, fitting in, being brought into the fold, which, yeah, according to Gloom, is what Everin's offering, but I don't believe it. Especially after seeing all that stuff down there in the dungeon. Like, he's not a good guy.
Well, I
Absolutely.
wonder what I could offer. You were telling me I maybe shouldn't reach out to my father, but maybe I should.
And say what?
And
Give them
say,
a place to stay.
what's
closer to
higher than a
place that we-
viscount?
Prince.
Yeah,
Well-
but a prince is higher than a viscount, but what's higher?
A duke.
A duke.
A duke? A
Uh,
baron?
Baron.
Yeah.
We can make him the Baron of Breach Harbor.
That's literally exactly
But
what I was
that's in
just
Prescott. You
thinking.
don't have any rule over there.
Is it
You
in southern
could.
Prescott?
Wait.
What?
We talked to the townspeople, and they were looking for new.
They're kind of desperate.
They're
I mean,
kind of
I
desperate.
They'll
don't know
take
if I
what
could
they
decide
Your-
for
your peop-
Prescott,
your
but have
people are
we
good
accidentally
people.
murdered any other dukes or
Well, think about it this way.
Have we murdered any other dukes
entitled
recently?
Well,
landowners?
if we think about it this way,
Yes.
Breach Harbor was run by Baron, who was, no offense,
Dick.
terrible,
Yeah.
and kind of treated them all like garbage and beat the baker
That-
and
yeah.
did all these terrible
There
things.
were
They
some
were pirates,
There
right?
were some not great things that happened.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
And on the other hand, I don't believe Gluum is a bad person. He's
No.
being controlled by somebody else.
Absolutely.
So, and I don't think your people are bad people. I think they're just misunderstood.
Right, and they're just following.
They're
They
just
might
following Gluum.
Very
but
much welcome.
they might be very welcome
Yeah.
in Breach Harbor, and they'll be accepted. They'll have a town where people are all one. And
But you'd have to give them a leader or someone.
well,
Gluum can be
Gluum.
Gluum.
But he's already in Everin's pocket.
Yeah, what I'm saying is
Well,
I
he
can give
can
him a better
jump
pocket
out.
to be in.
It's like someone gives you a let's say someone gives you 10 silver, right?
Yeah.
Someone gives you 10 silver, and then someone else comes, and you're like, oh my gosh, this person's the most wonderful person. And then someone else comes along and says, here's 500 gold.
Right.
You're gonna
You're
go
going to
I
go
say-
with that second
I'm going to say,
person.
what's the catch?
There is no catch.
There's
The catch is
always
don't
a
go
catch.
into the
Well,
The
fucking
catch is-
Well,
don't
the
go to the
catch is-
fucking quarry.
The catch is
Don't
Quit
get the fuck
digging.
away from.
be skeptical. Is the catch.
Well, maybe don't jump to 500 gold, because I would be like, what's the catch, too?
Right.
But if you're like,
Do I have to show you my knees?
well, and honestly, it feels like the people here are working more than they're just.
Also, I'm pretty sure, based on what we talked about, sorry to interrupt you. Do you want to keep finishing what you're
No,
saying
it's
and then
all
I'll
right.
do it?
I'll continue in a moment.
They need to have someone of the royal bloodline to make this viscount
Yes. Just
situation happen. Guess who that could be?
Just know if your father does indeed think you are dead, you writing a royal missive is going to let everyone know that you are indeed still alive.
That is very true.
Yeah, well, maybe I don't write my dad. Maybe I write my uncle.
Who will then tell your dad?
I don't know.
Or we can send them to Breach Harbor, where we know the people there trust us because we treated them with. I guess. Did we treat them well?
Better than before.
I think
Better
they
than-
liked
Better
us
than
in the
Baron.
end.
Better than Baron.
It doesn't even necessarily need to be Breach Harbor. I mean, lots of terrible things have happened. What about that whole rail yard?
Yes, but the thing is with Breach Harbor.
Glenn Telly's
We've got an
dad.
opening.
Well,
We've
also,
got an opening.
Well, that's sincere duck,
It's
isn't it?
not-
Anyway,
it's
there
not
are
even-
things that we could do that aren't this place. I mean, it could still be even here, but I'm in charge of it. And I'm in charge of making Gluum be even fancier than he is with Everin. And then he's potentially more on our team.
Yes, but no offense, but you don't have really that much power here.
You don't know.
Then
Literally
why-
everyone we've come into
Bugsby.
account with.
Bugsby, I've learned to respect you.
Yes.
Have you?
But why, if you have all the power, are we the ones hiding in the sewers from the
I
guards?
don't have all the power, but I do have influence.
Right. But again, we were hiding in the sewers from the guards because the guards were trying to kill us. If you
That's
did
because I'm
have-
on an adventure, Knox.
Well, exactly. But if you did have that status and that influence, you could tell the guards, do you know who you're trying to fight? and they'd be like, "Oh, my bad, Prince Bugsby."
Yeah,
But
I'm on a goddamn adventure. I'm not trying to stop people because I'm a prince. I'm trying to
Stop
stop
them
people
from
because
killing
I've
you.
got a stabby dagger.
Am I making sense here?
You know, you're making perfect sense. The problem is that
We don't have that much influence.
no. I think I do.
You know what? Let's test that theory. Propose your scenario to Gluum and let's see what happens. I'd
Alright.
love to see it happen.
Great. Let's see. Are we gonna go see now? Or are we
Sure.
gonna?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go find Gluum.
As you pop outside the tent, you see that there's a group of orcs maybe 20 feet away at a little fire pit. Gloom is among them.
She's out.
Oh, is there a cat out?
She's out.
Hey, Beepy.
He's out.
Nicole's cat, Flynn, is very scared of people, and he's just jamming around like some kind
Came
of.
out
He's never
of
come
the
out while
actual
everyone's here
room for the
before.
first
Never seen
time
him
ever.
before like that. That's incredible.
Okay, sorry, continue.
Yeah,
He's-
sorry.
He's
Fine
real.
Gluum.
He's
bold.
beautiful.
He's very bold.
He came out when my mom was here the other day too.
It's crazy.
He's changing.
All right, so we're at a fire pit.
Where's a Gluum? Where's my
Hey.
brother Gluum?
We ready to head in?
What?
Into the quarry.
Bugsby has a different proposition for you.
Something better,
Well,
maybe.
do you think you and I could have a private word? Also, I know, okay, it's a little bit embarrassing, but you've been calling me Pugly for a while, and it's actually Bugsby, but honestly, Pugly is a pretty good name, and I didn't want to correct you because it's awkward when you've known someone, but
I'm sorry.
I don't want
I'm
you
not great with names. It's been about a month since I've seen you. I apologize.
It's okay. I don't really care, but I wanted to tell you.
Thank you.
Could we have a minute alone?
Yeah. Kind of nods off to the orcs. Orcs starts guiding you up the stairs and kind of up to like a little corner up here.
Have I attuned to my ring of feather falling?
You have, yes.
Fantastic news.
You've had two
Just in
1 hour
case.
breaks
Can
to
I
kinda
like
be able
sneaky
to.
sneak way behind, just in case? I don't know.
Let's call this guy Gluum.
It's not that I don't trust.
Roll me stealth.
In your new heavy
Is this your
armor?
first roll?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah. Does this armor have impose
No,
It's
disadvantage?
adamantium.
It doesn't.
It's the adamantium.
Oh.
Mithril, sorry. Mithril.
Yeah.
It's the adamantium.
Yeah, right.
21.
Damn.
Nice.
Like
Maybe
a
it was the armor.
shadow. You
Yes.
just are able to disappear and listen in. Go ahead.
All right, Gloom. I am interested in going in this quarry, but I did want to talk to you about something first. How long have you known Archduke Evren?
I haven't known him well for very long, but we've been talking fairly regularly for the last 3 weeks, maybe.
And it seems like he's treated you well.
He's treated me very well.
He's offered you this place, the potential of becoming a Viscount. And he's also offering you an opportunity and with a cause that you care about, which I imagine is pretty important.
Mm-hmm.
I also know that since you've been talking to your sister, I've seen your mood change a little bit. I don't mean to be intrusive, but it seems like you might be starting to see what we're seeing a little bit. And it's okay if you don't fully agree with us, it's fine. But just in case you'd like something a little bit different in your life, I don't want you to have to feel tied to someone that you may not agree with, like Lord Evren, to be able to have a place in society and not feel like on the outskirts, and to have a modicum of power and respect and position in life. And I'd like to offer you something a little bit different. I know I said it a little bit earlier and you may not have believed me, but I am the Prince of Imroth. As in the king, not an archduke, not a baron, not a lord. The king is my uncle. And the late queen was my mother, Allery. And I might be off on this wild adventure, gallivanting around and becoming a butcher. But I am a prince. And I have some sway. I'd like to give you something that has less strings attached. Because, frankly, I don't really care. And you seem like a good person. And I care about your sister a lot. And your mom is really cool. I mean, she made a really good stew. And she is loud. But also I'm loud. I'd like to offer you something a little bit better than a Viscount. I'd like to offer you barony. Hell, I could make you a duke if I wanted. And all I really need from you is to stop and think and not just do what the Archduke tells you to do. You don't have to go excavating for him. He's using your people. And I'd like you to not have to be in a position where you have to do what he says just to be able to get along in the world.
Roll me a persuasion.
26.
I understand. I understand your concern. I'm not interested in this temple for the Duke's sake. I can feel Bass in there.
Does it feel like he's trapped in there?
I don't know.
As they say, the gods are all around us. And I don't know if the living embodiment and corporeal body of your god is in that temple, or if maybe there's something else pulling you, something else pulling your strings. I'd like for you to meet Bass. That sounds great. He's your god.
I say let's find out. Fuck Everin. Let's find out.
I'm concerned that you're going to get hurt and that your people are going to get hurt along the way.
Sometimes you get hurt.
Well, you're making that decision for yourself. But what about all these people in your camp that are under your care? If they're going to be doing the heavy lifting for you? I mean, if there's one thing I've learned on my myriad adventures...
I'm sorry. I thought you came here to help.
Yeah, I sure did. And you're in need of it.
Are you saying you're not going to help?
I just might not be giving the kind of help that you think you need.
Roll me one more persuasion check.
Persuasion. 24.
24.
It's fun because my dice is huge and it has glitter inside that swirls.
You see Gluum look down for a moment. I can't not go in there.
Why?
I don't know.
Is there something that you're not saying out loud?
No. I have to.
Does it feel like it's coming from inside of you?
I have to.
Or is it a voice in your brain that you don't really recognize but sounds kind of familiar?
It's not a voice in my brain. I'm going in there. You guys can follow. You can stay behind. You can protect the people here.
I'm still going to try to get you a barony, by the way. I don't really have to be an
I
exchange.
appreciate you, Bugsby.
You can call me Pugly if you want. It's like a nickname.
Pugster.
Okay.
Honorary vassal.
All right.
I appreciate you. I really do. I'm beginning to see what you are saying about the Archduke. I'll consider your words.
He's pretty rough. But
I'll cut off conversation with him for a few days.
that's a great idea.
But one thing, I'm going in